Hi, let's dive into the story of today. The Good Samaritan. As I begin to tell you the story, sit back and pay attention to me. Once upon a time, in the land of Yahmesh, there lived a poor man named Lorado and a rich young man named Tila. Tila lived in the civilized part of Yahmesh. All the sheep belongs to Tila, therefore he was very rich. Lorado has no job. He dropped out of school due to the death of his parent, and his relatives turned their back on him.
On a Monday morning, Tila arrived at his office.
He received a call from Taxmus's friend, telling him about a business opportunity in Jerusalem. His secretary brought unto him the copies of the business documents for stamping, and he charged her to keep the records.
From his office, he arranged his documents for his flight tomorrow.
After thinking of the business at Jerusalem, he slept off.
At 6 o'clock a.m., he went to have his bath. He carried his luggage after bathing and left the room. Then he drove off to the airport.
There he goes, waiting at the airport. Around 7:55 a.m., the plane took off. Welcome to Jerusalem.
Welcome.
Then he called his friend Taxmus and he was instructed to take a bus down to Jericho.
So he entered the bus, heading to the land called Jericho. Still on his way, he was very tired and sleepy.
He arrived at the park and there was a dangerous attack at that moment. The thief was the cause of the attack. The firefighters were busy quenching the fire.
The policemen arrived at the scene.
They were all on ground to protect the civilian from the attack.
Strange bullets coming from every angle.
According to Luke 10 verse 30, Tila was wounded by the thieves and leaving him half dead. And by chance there came down a certain priest that way, and when he saw him, he passed by on the other side. And likewise the Levite, when he was at the place, came and looked on him and passed by on the other side. But a certain Samaritan, as he journeyed, came where he was, and when he saw him, he had compassion on him, and went to him and bound up his wounds, pouring in oil and wine, and set him on his own beast, and brought him to an inn.
After trying all he could, he took him to an health center in Jericho.
When he departed, he took out 2 pence and gave it to the host, saying, "Take care of him, and whatsoever thou sparest more, when I come again, I will repay thee." Tila recovered and continued his journey, and finally they awarded him the contract. You remember the Good Samaritan who helped him, and he called him and made him one of his business manager. Subscribe on our YouTube channel for more stories.